Hi everyone, it's Lonnie. Welcome back. It's Grace Blossoms for you, and I have a problem. I do have a problem, I'm pretty sure. I wanted to make some flat paper flowers, and so I looked for tutorials to find flat paper flowers. And I found some, but I wasn't too happy with a lot of them because they were just not what I don't know, I didn't fancy them. Then I remembered the 3D butterflies that I saw Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah make. And I thought, why not apply that same philosophy, theory, method to paper flowers? And you guys, they are so cute. So there are 3 layers. I think this would work if they were all the same size, but I decided to graduate them in size. And look, I was able to find another use for the jelly prints that I had. Here's some book page, and this is some of that tracing paper that I drew the metallic gold dots on. And I just finished that off with a button, and I inked them. And I just love it. I could just make so many of them. In fact, I've already made a whole bunch. So the smallest size, I would say, was the 2" by 2" square piece of paper. And I'll show you how to make these in a second, but I just want to show you all the ones I made and what's different about them. So I think that's the biggest one, and it is, well, that one's almost like 3.5 inches wide. That's probably the biggest one. And I think this one's the smallest I made. And now where are they all that I made? Okay, here's another. That's pretty small. And so I also cut up some wrapping paper. So I did use that one. Oh, here's another one. This is one of my favorites. Here's a jelly print, except this jelly print is on tracing paper. And then I have book page, and then I have some more tracing paper. And then in the middle there is a glue dot that I put gold paint on. That was a lot of fun. And the combinations, they're just amazing. Here's some different book page with some jelly print paper, some more polka dot tracing paper that I made, and then I put a charm of a butterfly in the middle. That was so much fun too. And then here I just put a rhinestone, but for the third center I put part of a jelly print, and I used one that was kind of red and black with dots. So there's that one. And then, if that's all the ones I finished, it might be. But I have so many cut out that I still have to finish. And the problem I'm having is these are so much fun to make. So then I got thinking, why limit it to paper? And I'm running out of room. Why limit it to paper? So then I started getting out my lace. And this one is made up of book page. And this is some fabric that I painted on the jelly plate. And some more fabric. So this one actually has 4 layers. Plus a glue dot. So yeah, did I finish one with lace? I'm not sure I did yet because it didn't, somehow the lace didn't look quite right. However, I was thinking maybe we could make a couple together, and I will leave these kind of here for inspiration. So yeah, the smallest I felt comfortable cutting was the 2-inch square. And I think that's a personal preference. If you don't mind working with tiny little pieces of paper, then you might be able to go smaller, but that for me was about the smallest I wanted to go. Okay, so I'm going to show you on this one. So this one is about 3 by 3 inches. And so I just take that square, fold it in half, fold it in half again. And then I take where the 2 folds are and I fold it to the corner so that I have like a triangle. So basically, I'll show you again. It's not complicated, I promise. The hardest part was figuring out that the paper, when you cut the flower, you cut it out of the center of the paper. So here's one fold, fold it in half again, then fold it in half on the diagonal, and then have all the folds that you have meet on the one side. Then, with your scissors, you're going to cut your flower, and this is the very center of the paper, which is why you need the size of the flower that you want. Otherwise, you're going to waste a lot. And so this is the best way that I found. So I cut it up the fold a little bit, and then I cut the shape of the flower that I would like. And basically, it gave me sort of a heart shape. And then you unfold it. And there you have your flower. Isn't that cute? And then these I'm keeping because if you unfold them, you get like the inverted flower shape. And I thought these would be fun to stick into that faux rice paper that I make. And then you'd have like the shape inside. Tracing paper, love it. Okay, so I'll put that aside for now. Then I want to see which one we're going to put together. It's a kind of a, trial by error here. And too, this was from a envelope that I got a Christmas card in. And so I just thought, how cool are these? So then if I take, I'm going to try for the lace this time. Okay, the furnace is coming back on, so I will probably stop this and pick it up when it comes back on, or when it stops. But like this, and then I'm just going to ink the edges while I'm gone, and I shall return. Okay, so I'm back, and I just realized, you can, I didn't mention this, but obviously you can make these flowers in different shapes, and you can pile them up that way. And so here's the one I was working on when I left for the furnace noise. So book page, lace, tracing paper, and this is the craft colored packing paper, and then I had a glue dot. So there's this one, and that's wrapping paper. I don't know if I said that. Okay, so then basically the hardest part about this is, well, first of all, you're gonna start cutting all the things you think might make a pretty flower. So you're going to run into situations where you have so many things to choose from that it's going to be difficult to make a decision, because not everything is going to look fabulous. Yeah, I'm looking right now for some larger packing paper. There we go. Maybe this one. You're going to find out what you like pretty quick. Again, this red was also wrapping paper. But Christmas is over now, so I'm going to try and just... Oops, what did I... I think it was this one. Or was it just the 3? Maybe it was just the 3. Because I found some hymns to print it out that I cut also. And for this one, I think I need just a smaller... I do like them graduated sizes, so I will do that one. And then I was watching Julie at Camellia Crafts Designs, and she was using snaps. Difference was when she made her papers, she used punches to punch out the flowers, and that's one thing I don't have, so yeah, I can't really get in there with that. I'm gonna have to use my pokey tool or some kind of pokey tool, because I want to try the snap. I think my pokey tool is upstairs. Do I have a needle? I do. I have a needle. Let me try that. And again, I have to ink these before I could ink them after, but anyways, what Julie was doing was using these little snaps, and she was using black to make them kind of pop. And so she made the hole. She had a crocodile, which I also don't have. But I think this should work. It should. Two, they may have moved on me. There we go. Make that a little bigger. I don't think it's big enough. I might have to poke a few holes. Am I even in frame? Hope so. Can't really see on the phone because of the holder. Okay, I think I have it big enough now. So I did it from the top, and then, I don't know, does it matter? I think it does matter. I think I want the snap to come up from the bottom, like so, and then put the top of the snap on. There. That way it should stick together. And then you can turn them a little bit. And I forgot to ink it. Not a big deal. Just a little bit of ink on the kind of the edges. And two, I remembered seeing this before. If you don't want your flowers to be completely flat, you could try curling them with scissors. We used to curl ribbons in school. As kids. So yeah, inking definitely works better when they're not attached. So how are you guys doing? Is your New Year's off to a great start? I know a lot of people are not having the best New Year's. If you could pray for Pam at the Paper Outpost. I think she just had surgery, so she's gonna be healing for a while. Okay, so here's this one with the black snap. I think I didn't quite get it centered right, but it's all right. And then I was thinking when we go to use these, there's so many cool things we could do with them. So that one I curled down, and then if I wanted to, I'd probably have some down and some up. Just because it adds texture and dimension. And so, okay, so that one's done. Then I was thinking maybe one more, because I do have a plan, kind of. This is wrapping paper that I used. I don't know, but the gold ones are always calling me. The gold ones and the ones from the Jelly Prints. I think I need a bigger one from the Jelly Prints. Right off the bat, I didn't make them graduated sizes. I just didn't even measure. I just took a bunch of squares and actually started with rectangles because it took me a little bit to figure out that the flower was coming from the very center of that piece of paper that I was using. So that's not bad. I think one layer of gold might be enough. Did I say that? Let's try the jelly plate paper in the middle, on top, I mean. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly ink this and I'll be back. Yeah, so I'm just inking the edges because that's basically all that's gonna show from the bottom layers anyways. Like so. And then for the, I was hot gluing a bunch of them. So yeah, I have two kinds of snaps. I don't know if I really love that look. I think I prefer my, I like the charm, but I don't really, I mean, if I had more charms that didn't have the hole to attach. The rhinestone one doesn't look bad. I had some colored rhinestones, that's not bad either. The buttons look good. The half flat pearl doesn't look bad. But But yeah, just whatever you have really that you like, and that looks good. So for this one, I think I'm going to use this one. So I just basically put the glue in the center, and then if it needs it, I turn it a little bit as I'm putting it down. That one is a little tricky because it's already sticky and then it's small. So there we go. Yeah. So there's that. All right, so what I was thinking was to get my ideas journal. I have to clean my craft room one of these days. I was going to do that over Christmas and it just didn't happen. It got away from me. So what I was thinking was to make like a page edge. Well, how about we bless Mendelssohn and Schumann with some paper flowers. So what I was thinking was they could, I mean, so many options. You could use these on pockets. You could use them on belly bands. You could use them as clusters and tucks. But I was thinking of having them, well, first I was thinking of draping them over. But I don't know. Don't think I'm going to love that look. So what I think I'll do is just kind of have them sticking out over the edge here, because I do like that look. And then you can kind of stagger them. In the end, this one could be like a tuck in itself. Something like that. And then they're not in a straight line. Oh, that's moving for me. How cool. Okay, so then if I wanted to stick something in there, I totally could. Like that. So a side tuck and a page edge at the same time. How nice is that? Anyways, that's what I have for you today, and hope you like that. I warn you, once you start cutting these flowers out, you may have a hard time stopping, and you may have quite the project on your hands. So, but hey, I do hope you give it a try because they are lots of fun. So God bless, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.